much intolerance towards, how much homophobia is present in this more than anything. I mean, it's striking that it's directed at young people who are trying to figure out who and what they are. And there's just so much, again, I thought more fear than anger in these people, just because there's such a fear of ideas and exchange of information.
Yeah, I don't know if you all agree, but I felt like there was this trajectory in the whole time of the Krauss list where at the same time there was the governor's race in Virginia of Youngkin, and that race was pretty much won over a book, over Beloved. And I think it was like, well, that worked. And so there was this instant, same time frame, but it was all coming out of kind of stew of COVID, anti-masking, parental rights, then George Floyd, the backlash against
the 1619 Project.
And the 16 Project. All of those things happened. So they started in a way with the CRT more. Correct me if you think I'm wrong. And they started with the CRT, and then I think they felt, in terms of actually being able to get away with the criminalization, they turned toward the LGBTQ because they could somehow start to use state penal code to actually
It's wicked genius. That's awful.
Right?
Well, plus CRT was hard for them to define
Exactly.
and explain. It didn't have the same stickiness that the LGBTQ was issue. Yeah.
Right, but as Suzette points out, it's not like they still try to slip it in under pornography. And that brilliant speech that Suzette gets that says, how is the history of the KKK pornographic? It isn't.
Actually, it is, but that's another conversation.
That is true.
I think what's interesting to me about the film, too, is you just brought it with Beloved, a book written by one of America's few Nobel Prize winners. And that list, because I went to look at it, it's like almost the entire Morrison bibliography is in there. And those books are all about people. I mean, as a young person, I responded to those books. So they're about people trying to figure out who and what they were. So they're almost perfect young adult books. And so for those to be stigmatized in that way.
I'm lucky that when I was in high school, I had a really great high school librarian that introduced me to Toni Morrison and Alice Walker and Maya Angelou and Amy Tan and authors that didn't look like me, and they didn't write about families like mine. But I feel that I would not be the person that I am today had I not read those and learned about empathy and other people and other families, and that not every family was like mine, and not everybody. I really learned about privilege. Like, when you're teenager, you think your life's so tough. Well, now I look back and people had it way worse than me, but I learned that through literature.